Resources I wanted to share today. One is called Goldman-Sach's 10,000 Small Businesses. It's for a little bit more mature business owners. I will get into more details. I'll share the link as well. And then the other one is 1 Million Black Woman Initiative by Goldman-Sachs. This is I am so proud with this initiative. They launched a couple years ago. They just launched 1 million Black women with that. So you can see the link. I really encourage you to offsite go and check it out. All the free grants, all the things available for you, whatever is, for example, many of the grants with the 1 Million Black Women Initiative, there are a lot of resources available for nonprofit organizations. But today, I just want to focus on two initiatives. One, again, as I mentioned, Goldman Sachs 10,000 Small Businesses. The other one is Black in Business. Because we have a lot of students that at SMLP program, Montgomery College, University of Maryland can take advantage of this great initiative. I want to start with Black in Business initiative. This is a brand new initiative. They launched a couple of weeks ago. So not many people know about it. If you're here or if you know anybody who fits the eligibility criteria, please share with your friends, or if you're eligible, just apply. It is open to all female Black business owners. Many of the places that you go and the resources you find, they require certain revenue and they require having employees, but this one is, as long as you are doing full-time and you don't own any, you don't have any employees full-time, you can have contractors or do like 1099, that will be fine. But it's your business, you've been at the business at least for a year, and then you will be eligible to apply. It's an incredible program. Babson College, nationally recognized and top entrepreneurship education institute in the country, developed a curriculum. It's 12 weeks program, all expenses paid. It's just basically hybrid version. And at the end of the program, if you make it and complete the program, 1 week, Goldman Sachs pay all the expenses and fly all the participants to New York in person training as well. All expenses again paid, and after that each person gets 2,000 stipend. It is really incredible program and you should definitely apply. Again, it's just brand new initiative. If you fit the eligibility requirements, it's very good chances that
sorry, I'm having trouble hearing you.
Oh, that's my Apple, sorry. As you can see, the curriculum is basically the participant will learn about how to scale and turn their businesses to profitable business, and they will learn effective pricing their products and services, which is one of the major challenge for the entrepreneurs, is price right way. And they will learn how to manage their businesses and how to create loyal customer base, and also how can they set up themselves for the growth. Eligibility requirement, as I mentioned, as long as Black woman owns sole proprietorship, no other full-time employee requirements, you have a revenue generating business and have been operating for at least 1 year. Application is due by March 15, and it shouldn't, I went and looked at it, it's not really that lengthy of application. It shouldn't take you so long to apply, but just don't wait it. Just go ahead and after presentation, as soon as it's finished, and go and apply if you're eligible, or please pass along somebody that you know. The second program that I want to talk that I'm a big fan of at Goldman Sachs 10,000 Small Businesses. I've been involved with this program in various roles. 10 years, 2012, or actually 11, when I was in New Orleans, I used to work at Delgado Community College, and I was teaching marketing and entrepreneurship classes. So we launched a program there as well. So I did one time as a mode faculty. I did the mode 2. Then later on, when I moved to launch the Dan Hillman Entrepreneurs Program at Montgomery College, I continue to be involved with them virtually. I become the virtual business coach or business advisor for the program, and I have done that for 6 years. And then now I'm involved with them in a different capacity as their outreach director. So again, I have witnessed over the years that what an incredible impact the participants have and how much their businesses grow. The program, it's created and participants can apply from all 50 different states. We have one in Maryland, in Baltimore. And if somebody lives or if their business in, let's say in DC or Virginia, they can apply to national cohort. Originally designed to stop at when the 10,000 business owners took advantage of it and become alumni, they're supposed to stop, but impact was so incredible, they decided to continue to invest. So I'm proud to announce that currently we have 13,500 alumni nationwide, and we have 500 graduates from Baltimore that we launched at 2016. And these are the locations that the Goldman Sachs 10,000 small businesses hosted. This is one of the impact numbers because everybody who applied to program, once they make into the program, we refer the entrepreneurs as scholars, and we ask them to provide their revenue in the past 2 years and also how many employees they have. And after 6 months, 12 months, 18 months, we require them to complete surveys. So we collect data to understand that the impact of the program. And again, the entire program's benchmark on design on the revenue increase and employees hired. So I'm proud to share those numbers. After 6 months, 70% of people see the increase in revenue and 50% of them hire new employees because they grow. And then the people that who made in the program, usually 36 to 40 people get accepted as a cohort. This is offered 3 times a year. And many of our SMLP students are very familiar with the cohort approach, that how much people support each other and peer learning. So it's no different when you are a business owner. So 80% of people do business together and the graduation rate is 99%. So once they become alumni, especially for the Maryland one, the Goldman Sachs just launched last year fellowship program that they provide free intern. They match up with the business owners who graduated from the program, and for 15 weeks, 20 hours a week, free intern. Goldman Sachs 10,000 small businesses pay for the internship fees, the students learn, and the business owners get free help. So incredible opportunity. It's based on the educational curriculum. Again, this curriculum designed by Babson as well. There are 9 modules. This is longer than back in business model. That one is invested time from each participant, let's say 5 hours. This one that each person close to like invest 20 hours per week. The modules completed in 17 weeks time. And as you can see that 9 different areas, we call it almost like MBA on steroids. And each part is very hands-on and experiential learning. And subject matter experts from various universities, or like, for example, comes and then they conduct classes. And in Baltimore area, we meet in person, even though with the COVID, we had to go through, but I'm happy to say that we are going back again in person. But national cohort is hybrid version. They do online and then they get once at the end, again, they fly to Babson's facilities to have like a 1-week interaction in person. And everybody identify a growth opportunity, and growth opportunity meaning that either new product, new service, new market, or new process. And once they identify the growth opportunity, they write a growth plan. It's similar to plan, but much more hands-on, much more live document and interactive. Each scholar also assign free business coach. This is another perks of this incredible program. And this business coaches become their another pair of eyes, support system, and help guide them through to entire process. At the end of the 9 modules, everybody who participated with 3 slides and 5 minutes, they pitch of their growth opportunity to the entire group. And there are people from Goldman Sachs or community partners from the banks, lender offices, and different organizations come as a guest too. So they watch the final presentations. And once the people graduate from the program, again, they get access to alumni list for nationwide. And they do 3 times a year different alumni engagement activities. They try to create opportunities for people who've been through the program to like doing business, do market fairs or highlights and social media support. So they do incredible support for the alumni as well. And once a year, they do alumni conferences. It's pretty amazing to see all these people coming from different parts of the country together. And for this criteria is different than back in business. For this one, doesn't matter what is your background, what is your industry. The requirements is with the COVID, they reduced. Actually, it was much harder. The minimum requirements was higher. So with the COVID, and we know that the negative impact of the COVID on the small business owners, they change it. I don't know how long this will stay, but it is what as it is right now. So as long as you are business owner or co-owner of business, for our Baltimore cohort, you need to be in Maryland. But again, if you are not, then you can apply to national cohort, or you can look at all those 16 sites. And as long as you are within the certain miles of driving distance, then you can participate in the local area. If no places, there's no educational site where you are, then you will be eligible to apply for the national cohort. Doesn't matter where you're located. You need to be in operation at least for 2 years, and the most recent revenue has to be minimum $75,000. You have to have 2 employees, but one of them could be you. And you have the desire to grow and create jobs, basically. This is the key, because each person gets, once they apply, there's 2 parts of application. One is in the initial application. It doesn't take much time, just basically who you are and what your business, and for your acknowledgement of understanding of the program expectations. After that, part 2 that you need to complete, that's more with the last 2 years of your tax returns, your balance, cash flow statement, and your P&L. Once you provided all those, when you complete it, if you're eligible, then there's interviews take place, usually 30 minutes, and panelists conduct those interviews. The participants who do the interviews might change, but usually it's people. And right now it's online, but the schedule sent out, and the decision makes 2 to 4 weeks after the application, and people get information from that.
Thank you, Gül. That was fascinating. And I do invite any of you who do have questions about the programs that Ms. Branco has been talking about. If you wanted to go ahead and put those in the chat now, that would be great. If you think of them later, that's actually just
Absolutely.
fine also. I do have 2, as long as we've got you and
Yes.
we're thinking about this, because my ears perked up when you were talking about the Goldman Sachs program, and you said that at the end of that, one of the pieces of that is that the business owners are provided with an intern. So I'm wondering who those interns might be. You see my ears perking up here. Are they? Yeah. So if you could tell us about that, that would be brilliant.
It is because of for Baltimore cohort, there are 3 institutes are involved. One is Johns Hopkins University, other is Morgan State University, and it's also City College of Baltimore City. So it's their students.
Wonderful. But that's wonderful, because we have students who transfer to those institutions all the time.
No, that's a good point. Absolutely. Yeah. And especially I know that Morgan State University, for a lot of MBA students that take advantage of that. Absolutely. Many of our students go and apply for their masters. Yes.
Fantastic. Good. Okay, good. Well, I did want to unpack that a little
No,
bit.
thank you.
because
It was a
the,
great question.
the opportunities are
Appreciate that.
beyond the original
Absolutely,
person.
absolutely.
Yeah. And can you talk to us just a little bit about the types of businesses? I know when you were coaching, there was a lot of diversity. And so that people know this is not just, finance companies. What kind of
Yes, for
companies are
Goldman
there?
Sachs 10,000 small businesses, doesn't matter what your industry is, it's pretty amazing. And we usually, when we look for, or when they are doing interviewing, or they put the people in the growth groups, 5 people stay together, they try to not to put the competing industry representatives, but let's say one cohort could be construction company, marketing company, CPA firm, consulting firms, spa, catering, drink business, and physical therapist, eye doctor, dentist, in so many. It's just incredible. And then here's the beauty of it, that think about this as a peer learning, because when you are sitting, everybody, once they share the whatever module they get contacts, whatever the subject it's covered. For example, if it's a marketing topic, then everybody at their growth group working on their growth opportunity and on their business, so that they get a chance to hear from, let's say, somebody from CPA firm that give them help with their financials, or let's say you're a CPA and then but there's a marketing person there, help each other. So that diversity makes incredible, because everybody's strengths are very, very different. So this for the Goldman Sachs 10,000 small businesses. For the black back-end business, only thing is that, again, industry doesn't matter for that one, though. It's just only for Black female entrepreneurs, because the site that I shared the link with, I really encourage for everyone to check it out. And Goldman Sachs did this research, and the numbers are, I mean, I was very surprised. 80% of Black women start a business, but then there's no support, and then 3% of them stay in the business. And it's just a huge gap. And the idea is to close that gap. And I know from our students that from University of Maryland too, there were so many of them started their business, could be eligible to that. So, and I know that many of our students starting their businesses, when they go through your SMLP program, they start thinking about it. So they started, and so many of them will be eligible, since there's no minimum revenue requirement, and they will be able to apply, because the time they transfer, they completed a year anyway.
That's right. Well, that's why you are here tonight. So thank you.
My pleasure. I mean, nothing gives me more joy to share this. And again, I'm underlining, it's free. It's free resources. And
it's free. It's more than free, right? Because you end up with money in your pocket, and you end up with the coaching and possible intern. I mean, there's so many benefits to
that.
That
is so true. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, along those lines, the question, it wasn't really a question, it was a request that came up in the chat, was perhaps when Tchata is doing his presentation, if you don't mind putting the links to both of these programs in the chat, that would be great.
I will do that.
Yeah, and then that will make it easy. I started to write them down and type them in, and I thought, oh, I'm going to mess it up. So I appreciate
No, that's perfectly fine. It's my pleasure. And then again, one more time, May 1st, remember, we will post the work of our students with all the resources, entities available in the area. So
wonderful. And that's a reminder for all of you to make sure that you're connected with Ms. Branco on her LinkedIn account.
Yes.
Because that's where you'll find those. That's awesome. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. And if any of you have questions that you come up with later, we'll make sure we have a little bit of time at the end for open questions for anyone. But I'd like to turn it over to Tchata, if you would like to, kind of introduce yourself and tell us what you know.
My name is Tchata Koubonau. I'm a CPA and manager of Falcon Accounting and Tax Solutions. And we have been in business for 3 years now. And like Mrs. Razavi said, I moved full-time from Fannie Mae last year. So it's been a year since I moved full-time for Falcon. And we serve mostly small businesses and non-for-profits. And we provide accounting, tax, QuickBooks, and payroll services. So basically what we do is we help clients set up the accounting system, help with their business and personal tax return. And also for those that use QuickBooks, we help them set up in QuickBooks and clean up in case they've been in business for some time. Now, today I'm here as a former student of the Hillman Entrepreneurs Program, which is now Southern Management Leadership Opportunities, Southern Management Leadership Program. And my understanding is that there are students here who want to learn about my experience in the program, and hopefully they will also follow the same path and take advantage of all the opportunities that the program offers. So as a student in the Hillman program, which is Southern Management Leadership now, the first thing that I learned is network opportunities. And as a student, you learn that network is like, having like a formal setting where you bring your resume, meet new people, and submit your resume and hopefully find a job. But as I grow, I realized that it was more than that. Today, I have some clients from Hillman Entrepreneurs Program, right? Where I provide them accounting services or tax services. And also the logo that you saw earlier, it was done by Hillman Entrepreneurs Program students. So basically right now, not only we get to build trust among one another, so we are able also to work together as we went into the professional world. And the second opportunities that I have is leadership program, right? Like today, like today, right? You can see that I was invited to come and share my experience. And if you know me, you know I'm highly introvert, right? This is something that I wouldn't do by my own. But as you know, Mrs. Rosavi and Mr. Branco, they really push you to come out of your comfort zone, right? And take initiative, learn to take new roles. And this is something that I learned in the program that today I'm using as a business owner. And the other benefits is entrepreneurial skills. So today I have my business, right? But I started in 2015. And I remember the first time I walked to Mrs. Rosavi's office, and she asked me, what do you want to do, right? It's like, I want to start an accounting firm. And what do you mean, right? What service do you want to provide? I have no clue. For me, I really wanted to just start an accounting firm. But over time, she really helped me think through the project that I had and define the service that I needed to provide. And also through this session that I have with both Mrs. Rosavi and Mrs. Branco, I was able to come up with the skill set that I need, right, to start my business. So not only I worked for Fannie Mae for 3.5 years, also I took some part-time job with TurboTax and QuickBooks to really learn from the best. And this is something that I learned through the program. And this is definitely one of the things that the student can definitely take advantage of. And also the program has mentorship program. And my first internship that I had in the US, right, was through Hillman Entrepreneurs Program. And my first manager that I have through that internship, today he's my mentor. When throughout the business journey, when I run through roadblocks, I pick up my phone and call him, and he always pick up and provide like great insight that really helped me right now as an entrepreneur. So definitely this is something that we learn. And also in the program, you see that you have weekly or monthly sessions with the directors where you get to share your goals and everything, and they pair you with potential successful entrepreneurs within your field, and they'll be able to hold your hand as you move along. And this is something that I gain also. And I can finish this presentation without talking about job and scholarship opportunities. So all the job that I got, right, when you are in the program, they really make sure that you are really working on your resumes. Definitely working on your resume and set up sessions to make sure that you are really applying for jobs. And this is something that many people who are not part of the program didn't really have, right? And for me, I was lucky to have both directors who are great and were able to help me find my job with Fannie Mae. I went for the first time and I got the job and I never applied for anywhere. And the other also opportunity scholarships. Scholarship. This is something that every student really need to be looking into, right? So for me, when I was on campus, I was really reading everything that get posted on the board, right? And this is how I found many scholarship. I know some scholarship require essays, but there are many scholarship that you don't really have to write anything. You just say, you just apply for it and you get it. And one of them was MSCTP, which is mostly for accounting students, right? Where throughout your academic journey, they give you 8,000, so 2,000 per semester, pretty much. And what you do is just apply, say you are accounting student, and then you commit to graduate, and then you get 2,000 every semester. So definitely I encourage accounting students, and also I'm sure in other majors too, there are scholarship out there. You should be able to reach out to your faculties and ask and really apply for them. And there's also day scholarship. I know that one is very competitive, right? But as a student, you need to develop entrepreneurial skills. And I remember I used to tell Mrs. Rezavi that I take every scholarship as a business, right? Where I really put in my A game and then make sure that I get it at the end when I apply. And this is really what happened. So what you need to do as a student is first look for the scholarship, right? Print the scholarship requirement and start assessing yourself and see if you meet this requirement. If not, at least you have 1 year, right, to really get engaged in different club, different leadership, different leadership role. And also if your GPA is not great, so you can start working on it as well. And this is very competitive, but for me, I was able to receive all the support from the Writing Center, from the program review my resume and preparing me for the interview when I got in. So definitely this is also something that I got from the program. Yeah, I have 100 things to say, right, from the program, and I can't finish it today, but definitely reach out to me if you have any questions regarding the business or regarding the program, even scholarship. Feel free to reach out to me and I'll make time. And also as a former student of the program, I'm always available. And I told Mrs. Rosavi that anything that concerns certain management, I will make time for it.